Hare Krishna. I welcome you once again. So, increasing faith in Krishna, developing in faith in Krishna, you can say improving faith in Krishna. This is a different uh, meanings, different words. Increasing faith is that one. Because we assume that we have a faith, but question is that will in address today in this discussion, are we increasing that faith? Are we increasing that faith? Are we are we on a path of increasing the? Are we developing it? This is $1 million question. We will address in today's class. So this is the increasing faith in Krishna consciousness. You can say improving also, and you can use any word because when we talk about increasing faith, we are actually addressing much deeper questions, spiritual. So now everybody talks about the relation with gods, uh, or we can say relations of God, but topic is increasing, improving. It addresses deeper questions of you can say is our relationship with God is active or passive? Active or passive? Passive means what? Relationship is not growing. I love Krishna, so means what? So there is no dynamic exchange is happening. There is no growth. It is we can say it's a mechanical and it's simply rituals. We can say. When I perform my duties, I go to temple, I chant my rounds, I take darshan, but it's not lively. But my relationship with Krishna is active, means what? Emotional churning of the heart. Active remembrance of Krishna, that is prayers, tears, joy, gratitude, that is the life. So our bhakti have a right. Is my relationship with God is active or passive? So in active, my faith is increasing. So if I say my faith is improving, my faith is increasing. So my bhakti is in active, not in passive. If I say in we are all grahasthas, we are live in this world, and we have wife, we are grahasthas. Is your husband and wife, you both relationship is active or is it passive? ये passive है या active? If your relation with your spouse, आपकी पत्नी के साथ, it's a passive or active. If it's passive, you come from office, you just watch TV, eat your dinner. She's on own world, and you are in own world of mobile and gadgets, office headache and emails. And next day you get up early morning, you go to office. So this is a passive relation. So is my relation with Krishna is also passive or is it active? So if we require any active relationship, if it is active, then we have to make stronger, we have to improve it and increase. So that is a little bit introduction, like we come to know, okay, what is this topic all about? So हम क्या बात करें? So based on introduction, 3 or 4 topics we will discuss. Briefly we'll discuss. So faith is, more or less is assuming faith. Increasing faith, what is the meaning? We'll discuss why we need to increase our faith. Why we need to improve our faith or increase our faith. Why do it? Why not just be aware what is happening? It is just happening very nicely. Whatever is happening, प्रभु जी बहुत अच्छा चल रहा है. हम जप कर रहे हैं, हम भक्ति कर रहे हैं, हम पढ़ाई भी कर रहे हैं, एंड मंदिर में भी आ रहे हैं, प्रसाद खा रहे हैं, लाइफ भी अच्छी चल रही है, सैलरी आ रही है. So why we are discussing it? Why, what requires improving? Improve क्या करना है? Increase क्या करना है? Increase our faith in Krishna is a main topic, but I strongly feel how to increase. It's a personal effort. How we can improve. Everyone has a own solution. It's not a thumb rule. We can say by doing this you can achieve. But the basic fundamental we should know how to achieve. That is a big. That is one biggest topic we will discuss. What what is exactly by increasing faith? Exactly what that means? Why we need to improve? Very important. So these topics are very important in our life. What is increased faith? What is faith? If I put in very see, technically I won't go, but faith kya hai? But common language, if we say, when we hear faith, means what? I hear the word hope, confidence, or you can say belief. You can say trust also. So something good will happen, something better will happen. So if I'm point A, I'm at point A, and I wanted to go to point B, but generally, but journey is unscripted, and there is no guarantee. You are not sure that you will reach or not. There is no certainty you will reach point B. So if I'm point at A, and if I wanted to go to point B, so that is a journey will be what? It's a based on a faith. I want a better situation, but there is no guarantee. I practice, I depend on a hope, believe that good will happen. So this is a silent reaction we carry in our heart. I will reach, and the good things will happen to me, and I will reach to point B. Yes. So that's desire states will happen. Why? When it will happen and how it will happen? Because of the faith. So faith is very integrate to our life. Faith is also very. So faith is you can say it's a. Uh, if I give an example, if faith, you are on a plane, and a plane is going to crash. Uh, it is going to crash now, and somebody gave you the parachute, and you have to jump with that parachute. But as you jump out of pant, if you as you jump out of the plane, you are not guaranteed. There is no certainty. But you have a faith on parachute. Okay, no, it will open. At that time, you trusted that man. आपने उसके ऊपर विश्वास किया कि इसने मुझे पैराशूट ही दिया है. You didn't ask, is this parachute? Did you ask, this is a backpack, laptop bag, or it's a parachute? No. It is a general. We can say it's a considered. We are considered, and we kept the faith on. So we are in a point A. We have come to Hare Krishna temple. Now we are. You and now last
40 days we are talking about love of God, ecstasy, go back to God, Godhead, Golok Vrindavan, Vaikuntha. That is a point. B मैंने बहुत नजदीक ले लिया, but to understand you, it is a point Z, but it's point B समझो. But you have dived, आपने जंप मार लिया है और आपने जंप कर लिया है, प्लेन से आपने जंप कर लिया है, and now will Krishna protect you? Will you go back to Godhead? So there is a lot of faith involved in this. Array, see, Hare Krishna is not based on faith. There is a lot of science and different consciousness. It is there. So everybody has a faith. Everybody, we chant whatever prescribed number of rounds. That is a faith. We do it. If somebody is not doing it, then he don't have any faith in Krishna consciousness. I'm sorry to say this. Chanting is important. If he's chanting 1 round, 4 rounds, or 16 rounds, or 32 rounds, or 64 rounds. So for 64 rounds, somebody has a deep faith. But somebody is chanting 1 round, so he's beginner for so many years. It's happening. But we need to reach point B. If I say like point A to point B, point A is a single, and point B, B is a lifelong happy relationship. What we talk about. But what is a guarantee? What is a certainty? That with that person you are with, it is a lifelong happily relationship you are going to have. But still, people get married. Every day marriage is happening. So many people are proposing to each other every day because they have a faith this will work. How many of them you are fully confident that this child which you have right now, he will protect you, or he will guide you, or he will help you in your old age? What certainty you have that he will become a nice devotee? There is no guarantee, but still you have a children, and we married, and keep faith, because there is a faith in your relationship with your wife, and there is a faith with your relationship with your children, and there is a faith with the relationship with your father and mother also. Faith is that journey we undertake from uncertainty to certainty. We don't know what will happen. We don't know. We cannot trust. So this faith is very natural. This is all human beings have a faith. Satwan rupasya sarvasya. Everybody follows faith. Satwan rupasya sarvasya shraddhana bhavati bharata. First word, Satwana Rupana Sarvasya. Anurupa means what? So faith naturally follows. It's a way. Follows a living entity. Krishna says what next? Shraddha Mayo Yaha Purusha. Shraddha Mayo means Maya means Gyan Maya, Maya, Shraddha Maya. Made of Shraddha. Everyone is made of Shraddha. Everybody has a faith. And faith naturally follows the person. So this faith is everyone has. And it is a mix-up of 3 gunas. Naturally, and Tamoguna, Rajoguna, and Sattva guna. So it's a based on a primary modes which we are attached. So if I say if somebody from any caste, he has some faith from any caste. If we take birth in, if I say I took birth in a Gujarati family, so I have a faith in, you can say, uh, Krishna. I was taught in an early age. But if somebody born in a different state or somebody different, so then demigods, they have faith. But faith is there, and they have each and everyone has to have. If somebody took birth in South Africa, so that faith is different. Somebody has a faith in on money. Today only I was speaking to one devotee, uh, and he is a very big shot businessman, and we were just talking about it, and we were discussing, and I found it that as I was just reading and hearing about the faith and increasing faith and different topics, so I found it that he has a faith on money. This is one faith on money, कि नहीं पैसा होगा तो सब कुछ होता है. Then I try to convince him, but let's see. I told him to join in this because today you will. I told him, let's join, or you can just subscribe our YouTube channel and you can hear later also. But somebody is born and brought up in that type of atmosphere, so the faith is different for them. So everyone, even simple, go to the barber, you have faith. So in a barber also you have faith that if he's shaving you, so he will not cut your throat. So this is a faith. If you are sitting in the airplane and that the pilot is not drunk and he has a license to drive, and he will take you to destination properly, right? And you don't ask when you don't ask while boarding the flight. You don't check license. Show me the license. And a part of this, if we say, okay, now you don't check whether this pilot or any crew members have a coronavirus or not. So we live and surrounded with the faith. Even atheistic people have a faith. Somebody says God doesn't exist. They may give lots of logic, but if you go in deeper, that ultimately they say what they say. So devotees can't prove God exists. We can definitely prove that no, God is exist. We have so many examples, and so many we can have experience also. But these ethics people, they have a faith in what that they have a faith on that God doesn't exist. So that is also one faith. So God doesn't exist, that somebody told that why God doesn't exist, that atheist people told, because everybody is suffering, and right now is also so many questions are coming. So many people, they ask me, अरे अभिषेक जी ये ऐसा हो रहा है, भगवान क्यों ऐसा करा रहे हैं? अरे भगवान क्यों ऐसा करा रहे हैं? अरे आप ही कर रहे हो. भगवान ने तो बहुत अच्छे से दिया था हमें. God gave us such a beautiful world, and what you did with that world? So there is no connection. With there is something bad happens, so you tell that why this is God is happening, and something good happens, you forget Lord. So people say if God is existing, there should be no suffering. So there is so many people are suffering because of their diseases, So can we conclude that fact so many have a disease in this planet means what? So doctor doesn't exist. See, this is how we have to tackle with the ethic people. The atheists, they don't accept it all. इतने सारे लोग के डिजीज बढ़ रहा है, इतना सब कुछ लोग मर रहे हैं. सो अगर मैं बोलूं कि नो डॉक्टर डजंट एग्जिस्ट, देन दे विल एक्सेप्ट इट. नो, बट भगवान है ना जो बोलते नहीं है, कुछ नहीं बोलते, तो भगवान के ऊपर चिट्ठी फाड़ दो. So nobody said. So many people are suffering from disease that doesn't prove that doctor doesn't exist. Doctors are there. So if suffering, maybe the suffering people don't go to the doctor. Maybe that first reason will be there, or they may not be the following the doctor's prescriptions. That's why they must be suffering. So similarly, you can't say people are suffering. Now the people are saying everybody is suffering. Who is suffering? You tell me. We are suffering, but we are enjoying. We know this is not a real suffering. The real suffering is a janma, mrityu, jara, vyadhi, and we have to come out of this. But people are not going to go to God. They are not going to God, so that's why they are suffering. And even they are approach God, and that is a fact that they are not going to follow what God instructed. The scriptures what say, because they don't know to follow, they misinterpret and they say that God doesn't exist. So if you say, I heard one from one story, Braj Bihari Prabhu was, I heard in a lecture, I'll just share you that. So very famous atheist, he made a statement what, that if somebody two things to be removed from this world, so race or God. So you have a choice. So world is free of rape or God. What do you prefer? I preferred free of God because the God creates more violence and destructions. So this statement देखो आप ये. What is the statistics says? But statistics totally disagree. And if you say in the past, so many atheists have created such a have come up and they have with that theory, the world has suffered. All communists, because of that, whole world is suffering, and there's a you can see this China. Communists, they don't believe. They just think we are the supreme power. And because of that, whole world is suffering. Economically and health issue, everything. Whole world is suffering. So it's so. If you say they atheist, you cannot prove that. Okay, God causes violence. You cannot prove. Nobody can prove. So it's a better if we say okay, God doesn't exist and the God is not there in this world, then it can be the properly world. Means the world can manage properly. So point is that everyone has faith. Even atheists people also have faith. They have to keep faith that God doesn't exist. That is also one faith. Similar. So why do we have improve our faith? Improving our faith, because in the beginning we said, if you wanted to keep your relationship with the God active rather than passive, if you require a dynamic exchange with your God, exchange with Krishna, that if you want to grow in your spiritual life, then you have to improve. You have to improve your faith. What is a increase, improve your faith? Faith means we believe in God, and we already discussed. We have a confidence and everything. It's a uncertainty to the certainty. It's a faith. But improving faith means, increasing faith means, I there is a three components. All three components are there, means our faith is increasing. Three components are there. At a foundation level, it is knowledge. When I know in my heart that what we say, God exists. When we hear classes, Krishna is a God, supreme personality of God, supreme Father, God loves us, God will take care. This is the all-knowing part. We keep hearing and we keep knowing. Shravan is happening. So God exists and it will protect me. I know the Bhagavad Gita verses also. So this knowing is a foundation of faith, knowledge. But faith is composed on what? Two more things. Knowing God cares for us. If I really have a faith, if I really wanted to increase my faith, I have to know what? Krishna exists. Krishna care for me. Krishna is a supreme personality of Godhead. Pita is a father of whole world. Mata Pita Data. I have to say, Krishna aham sarvasya prabodhvakto mat sarva pravartate. Everything comes from I am Supreme Father. So this knowing is a knowledge, knowing is a one aspect. But second is more important. Believe what I know. We will go in deeper little bit. Internalize knowledge. Believe. I believe in what I have heard Krishna. I believe also. We know about God. We know all the logics. And we devotees keep repeating and thinking. See, from Shravanam, we have to go to Mananam. What is a Mananam? Anybody can say. Mananam. That knowing becomes deep-rooted belief. Krishna is the Krishna is a father of all living entities. Krishna does love us, and our acharyas are spoken about Krishna, and I believe it. So this belief is a second ingredient. So knowledge, second is belief. Knowing, knowledge, and belief. Because knowing is not sufficient, because we know we have told everyone Krishna is a supreme father, he is a sarva pravakto mat sarva pravartate. We have taught them, but still, but scholars in the Western world, not in Western, in India also. So see, if you read it, Chaitanya Charitamrita or Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Rupa Goswami's. So somebody if read it, they will come to know what is a faith and what is a knowledge, what is a knower, and others. See, we have seen so many people do the PhD on Krishna consciousness. But parallelly, what they do, they don't follow 4 rules and regulations. There are some PhD students who's doing a PhD on ISKCON philosophy. They are reading scriptures. They are into it. They are making theses and everything. So they are doing it, but they don't follow 4 rules and regulations. So means they have a knowledge, but they don't believe. Externally they do, but we have a knowledge, we know, so we have to believe also. Understood? So see, we have so many people from foreign, in the Western world, we have seen that people who's following Krishna consciousness, but drinking a liquor in a place. So he said, I am in a Mahamaya. He's drinking in a bar and he knows he's in Maya. So what is the use? So what is the use of that knowing? He doesn't believe in it. There are missionaries, jihadis, they preach. So you know Zakir Naik also. So, so, so non-Muslim have never have equal rights in Muslim countries because they don't know. They don't know they are because they don't follow Muslims. So so this is a problem. So the 2 plus 2 is what, 4? 2 plus 2 is cannot be the 5. But by this type of atheists or scientists, and they try to prove, try to prove. Today's Gokuleshwar Prabhu was saying about it in today's Bhagavatam in Radha Rasbihari, and he was discussing about how the Kamsa was convincing everyone that what he did, he killed a 7 child of Devki, and why he did, and he was giving a tark with that. So, as I discussed earlier also, this Shastra is so vast, no one can take out this one shloka and he proves himself as he did a right thing. Same atheists also did it. This is written over here. So this is what Krishna says here. So this is which exactly is like that. So this is little bit confusing. They do and they divert. So it's some of them atheists, they quote Bhagavad Gita verses also. So they know the knowledge of Krishna, that they know the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, but they don't believe. So knowing is not sufficient. For faith, it's believing is we have to follow. So we cannot send if somebody is coming. So we cannot send somebody to Zakir Naik or fanatic missionaries or jihadis or anything. We will send some person who really knows Krishna consciousness, who believes, not knowledgeful person. We should not go to the knowledgeful person who has all knowledge. अरे प्रभु जी क्या लेक्चर देते हैं, क्या नॉलेज है, बहुत अच्छा, ये बहुत अच्छा. But we have to see whether he follows, whether he believes, he acts according to the scriptures. That matters. We have to see. So those who believe in Krishna, to whom we should approach, understand deeply Krishna consciousness. So now there is 3 ingredients. So if the 3 ingredients, knowledge, belief, I said, if we go to the right now there is no any temple is opening and nothing is happening. So if we say but I travel here, and if we say there is one shop is there and where the groceries and everything is open, but owner of that shop he has a very normal chair and he's sitting inside and he's selling his groceries and everything. He's very tall with beard and he has lots of assistants also. And they sells the product and it's going right now, the groceries of everything. So assistant knows a lot, but sometimes owner comes and there is some I ask something specifically, so I want this, so that assistant doesn't know, and then he comes out and he say, okay sir, आपको ये चाहिए, okay, मैं देता. So there is you can say there is a knowledge, higher knowledge which that person has, but assistant doesn't have. So owner of that shop that believes that is his passion, that is his business. So the owner knows more than his assistant, because owner knows everything, what he is buying, what is coming into the store, and where he is keeping everything. But assistant doesn't know. So regular thing he can remove and give. But if I say I want this, then he sees that owner, and then owner immediately, owner doesn't say you see anywhere, you go, this is fundamental. Owner होगा ना, उसको सब पता होगा कहाँ रखा है. Why? Because he knows more than knowing. He believes in his business. He indulges himself in his business. So similarly, a lot of people that quote, uh, but the people see the same person, assistant is working there. He's assisting owner, but he have no 100% knowledge, and he don't have belief also. But the owner has. Belief is you, if you believe, that keep you on a higher place. But there is one more third thing it needed. Belief is not the highest. What is the third one? By belief in Parampara, Krishna, it's there in a mind. It's still in a mind and intelligence. It's there. I believe it's true. I believe in Times of India. I believe in the news channels. I believe Mahatma Gandhi exists. I believe my grandfather exists. I believe that in America there is a Statue of Liberty. I believe this. So I the same way I believe Bhagavad Gita also. So many saints have came in our Guru Shishya Parampara. They gave us. So they live with a Gita. We have so many examples. I know the Gita. I believe in Gita. So that's belief. But a deeper question to ask, you have a knowledge of Gita, you believe in the Gita, but do you trust the Bhagavad Gita? Do you trust Krishna? You know Krishna, you believe Krishna, and you trust Krishna. Do you trust? Which means now. It's a very deeper. It's not in a mind now. It's in a see, belief is in mind, but the trust is comes from where? It is a personal application. Trust is a personal application. Trust is a language of heart. You trust someone. So you don't trust with your brain. You don't trust with your knowledge. You don't trust with your belief. You trust with your heart. You trust someone, you trust someone. It's a beyond conscious mind. Yeah, it's a. If I said uh, about the grocery shop example, you talk to so this is what one owner comes and he believes it's passion, convinced, he knowledge have a grocery stores and belief he has, and we have, and then he has a trust also, because the product he built the trust on it. this is a ingredients, whatever product is there in grocery. So that the trusted. We said, if we say it's you, do you trust what the product you have kept? Do you trust on that? He said yes. He cannot say, he don't say no, I don't know, this is yours risk and it's dependent. He cannot say. So faith is incomplete without trust, because the last and most vital ingredients is a trust. So 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 write it down. Knowledge, knowing, then you believe it, understanding it, and then keeping trust on it. So I know Krishna loves me. I believe Krishna. I believe in Parampara. But do I trust? Do I am surrender? Are we committed to Krishna? This is the problem. This is trust is a game changer of everyone. We don't trust. That's why we all suffering. So many people they claim I have a faith in Krishna. So we need to ask, do you know Krishna? You believe in Krishna. But most important, I have a reassurance within in my heart that Krishna will protect me? Trusting Krishna means taking personal action for advancement in spiritual progress. I'm willing to be A, B, C. There is A, B, there is an uncertainty. Yes, that is there. But I trust Krishna. He will protect me and he will take me back. My situation, whatever situation I am, what is faith? Hope, belief, trust. No, knowledge, belief, trust. What is faith? This is three things. There is a lots of thing, confidence and is there, but increasing faith, improving faith means increasing the knowledge, increasing the belief, and the most important, taking personal action, personal devotional action, and keeping developing, increasing trust in my heart that Krishna is my Father, Krishna is my Lord. This is not intellectual exercise. Please keep faith in this. Keep mind in. Trust is a personal surrender. Trust. This is a knowledge of your heart. I don't take that actionable steps towards Krishna. My relationship with Krishna stays passive. First two topics we discussed, that was initially I talk about faith example and all. And then the next weekend, we talked about active and passive relations. Secondly, we discussed what is faith. Having that hope. Faith means having the hope in uncertainty. Anything, lack of assurance, we say point A to B. This is a faith. I will reach that destination. That is a faith. And then we discuss about how to increase faith. Increase faith means there is three components. Knowledge, there is belief, and most important is trust. Willingness to take some actions for Krishna. knowing and being silently assured that Krishna is going to protect me. That trust makes whole faith complete and improve. So then we talk about increasing faith, developing faith, trusting Krishna, increasing and improving our relationship with Krishna. So this is the first two topic we discussed about the faith and what you require. So now most important, why we need to work on improving faith, increasing in faith. See, last 22 years of, you can see 18 years or 20 years, I'm chanting 16 rounds, life is going on, just going on, going on, going on. There is a three reason every devotee needs to increase his faith in Krishna. You, uh, you cannot say it's going on fine. My bhakti is going on fine. Going to office, coming back, I'm okay, I'm doing some deity worship. Just, it's not sorry. It's a sorry. Krishna consciousness is constantly, you have to grow. It involving in our hearts. It's not a static process. See, try to understand, it's not a static. Static means what? Straight. It's there and you are doing it for so many years. It's not, it's a gradually increasing process, but we are not able to do it. There is a three reasons we need to increase our faith. Devotional service will expand and grow. We will progress in our bhakti only if we improve our faith. Devotional service will grow. Certain difficulties will come in our life. We have to handle it with the faith. And third is the biggest difficulties, doubts, attack. If we doesn't improve our faith, it will not properly handle. Devotion service, difficulties, and doubts. These three things can be addressed if our faith is increasing. Krishna is explained, faith is made of three modes. In 17th chapter, we got to know. Tamas, Rajo, and Sattva. Then Krishna further explains what faith is in these three categories, but three are useless. You know, if you have remembered, these three categories are useless. Why? Sattva faith is useless. If somebody have faith in Sattva also, he will be thinking of heavenly planets. He will go in heavenly planets, but heavenly planet is also material goal. If somebody have a Rajasic faith, he will remain in material this world. He will get birth in a human species. But who is have a Tamasic faith, he will degrade to helpless lower planetary system. He will go heaven, human, helpless, lower planet. Sattva, Rajasic, and Tamasic, but all are essential in this material world, but all faith is useless. That's why Krishna says we require a transcendental faith. I hope you remember 17th chapter. This is all connected to the 17th chapter. So we require to improve faith, transcend faith. Why? Because human life is meant for the evolution, increasing our consciousness. See, that time we have discussed about that, about static. We don't see our life also static. If our material life be a static, आपका job का जब start हुआ था, you will do the same work, same job, same time, same salary. चलेगा? No. But प्रभु जी डिवोशन में चलेगा, उतना ही करेंगे. बहुत हो गया प्रभु जी, नहीं चलेगा. That is not a goal. You have to break through the cycle of three modes and evolve higher towards Krishna. So this is a junction where we can choose where we want to go: animal life, human life, or heavenly life, or go beyond all of this. So therefore we are in this situation, like every new if what do we say situation in life, every new situation in life, it will demand a different version of needs. We are always put very difficult situations. At such times we have to evolve an upgraded version. Similarly, our faith is so static, but we have to upgrade it if we really wanted to evolve, if we wanted to learn, if we want to grow in consciousness. So to increase our devotion, to increase our devotion service, we have to improve faith, increase faith. So when there is a crisis, emergency, difficulties suddenly coming in your life, it will be the belief, it will really bewildered. See, right now what is happening? Everybody is bewildered. Nobody knows what is happening. क्या करेंगे? The expert, good businessmen, expert businessmen, if you say expert financial consultants, they all become failed. यहाँ पे क्या उनकी एक्सपर्टीज कहाँ गई? गाय चराने. गाय चराने जाए तो भी अच्छा है, बट ये तो भैंस चराने गई, गधे चराने, कोई काम की नहीं. और फिर देन व्हाट दे डू वेबिनार. ये बहुत अच्छा वर्ड है, वेबिनार. अरे क्या करना आपका वेबिनार को? यू कैन नॉट हैंडल दिस सिचुएशन. 100 का 50 रुपया करके बैठे हो एंड यू आर सेइंग वी आर द फाइनेंशियल कंसल्टेंट. अरे क्या है? आपको कंसल्टेंट हो एंड यू डोंट नो कि व्हाट इज गोइंग टू हैपन. And he said, no, it's a nation loss. It's a worldwide loss. Are worldwide? I don't care about worldwide. I care about my money. I care about my home. I care about my company. No, it's a nation loss. So you have to bear. And this is what the expertise they say. All rubbish. So in a war, you say a man with a sword and shield, he's fighting. If you attacking, but particular point you cannot able to attack, you use shield. You use shield. You are protecting. You protect that yourself with that shield which attacks coming to you. Similarly, we are preaching in our life. We are helping so many people. We are attacking Maya. We are destroying so many obstacles. But in this war of life, all the time we cannot march forward. Sometimes you need to use shield. Suddenly sword of enemy left side से आ जाएगा, right side से आएगा, but shield helps to protect us. So in the war of life, increasing faith is a shield which protect us. That shield is a faith. It's a faith. please know that when we face sudden difficulties, so that shield faith that provoke our situations. The faith handles our situations. Difficulties is going to come whoever you are, because the exalted personality of this in this acharyas, we all know at what difficulty they preached. I don't want to go, if we go 50 years back, we know how Prabhupada faced the difficulties. And because of the faith only, because of the trust only, he created such a big organization, International Society for Krishna Consciousness. He was having faith and trust. And if we see 500 years back, 300, 400 years back, Shad Goswami, they all were richest person, and they left everything, and how they lived. Raghunath Das Goswami, Radharani once came, and he was holding a dupatta where he was writing, and he was sitting, he's doing a sadhana. So Radharani was giving a dupatta, and Sanatan Goswami saw that, and he shouted so much, but because of you, Radharani has to come all the way from Golok, and she is protected. Why you are taking service from? This is all type of austerity they did. Why? Because there is a strong faith and trust. Sometimes night is very dark, but darkest are with 12 hours. So night is very dark, but it's a furious of night. But you need, for seeing in a dark, you need a vision, and for vision, you cannot see. You need a light. When things are dark, you cannot see anything. But that light is a faith in that example. This is very important. We act recklessly. We will see the bigger picture. If you see, life is like life should be expand our visions. So sometimes sadness, difficulties, it will going to come. See, एक हिंदी का वो एक है ना, क्या उसको बोलते हैं, गम हिंदी में कहते हैं, एंड अंधेरी रात में दिल को ना बेकरार कर, इट्स समथिंग लाइक दैट, मैंने सुना था कोई गाना. सो ये सेम सिमिलर है. इट इज गोइंग टू कम, डिफिकल्टीज आर गोइंग टू कम. सो कहते हैं ना कि रात के बाद अंधेरा, अंधेरे के बाद सुबह, एंड देयर इज, इट इज गोइंग टू कम. So that faith, see, every night comes with the faith that early we sleep with the faith, because tomorrow morning sun will come and we will get up early. We have a faith that once I go to the bed and I will sleep, I won't die. I'm going to get up. This is what. So simple exercise we can do. So 10 years ago, 2010, if you think some event in your life, so middle of your of event, you can see that nothing worse can be happen to me. That is the end of your life. Did you have any experience of that type of 10, 15 years, whatever? But if you look back, so a lot of things then happen in your life after that, but it was not a big deal, because so we know that Okay, now we are prepared to handle it. At that time, we were not ready to handle it, but now we are prepared. So it's much more about it. So now the real point comes: how to increase it.
Why we need to increase the faith? Because we need to develop our trust. And somehow the other, we don't have that surrenderness to Krishna. We don't have that trust, 100% trust to the Lord. That's why we are suffering in this material. That we have to understand. Millions of birth we have taken in this material world because of this only, because we don't trust, we don't surrender to Krishna 100%. We keep everything for us. We don't give everything to Krishna. We keep everything for us, and because of that, we Krishna says, okay, तुमने तुम्हारे लिए रखा है ना, तो ये इधर ही रख, तो इधर ही रहेगा, और आप तो लेके नहीं जाओगे, तो आपको वापस आना है इसको भोगने के. He said like this. So that surrenderness is much more, and we will discuss about the next session about how to increase. Now in this today's topic, today day we discuss about the what is the content of faith, how to improve, or not how to, but what is the ingredients of faith, content of faith, what is faith. नहीं तो हमें पता था, हाँ, it's a faith, but now, and what is the important role of faith in Krishna consciousness. Now we will discuss tomorrow how to do it, how to improve our faith. As earlier also I said in beginning, see, this varies from one devotee to other devotee, one person to other person. It is not a fundamental, but we'll have some exercise, and we will try to understand how to do it. The motto of this, after a 1 year, after a 2 year, we cannot keep hearing. It's very good. We have to keep hearing. It is a process till the last birth, last breath. We have to do this process. But we have to become very dear to Krishna. So means what? We have to do preaching. And for preaching, what you required? You should be reading properly. You should be chanting properly. You should be hearing also properly. You're doing a Titi Vashura also properly. There are lots of factors. And at that time, you will really feel that, no, I am advanced. It's not a passive relation or active relation also, I said initially. So we should have an active. See, when we invest money, so that is also not active and passive income. Everybody requires passive income. Passive income means what? कि मैं बैठे रहूं और मेरे पास पैसा आए. That is passive. Everybody requires. But in Krishna's relation, it's not like that. I sit at the home and Krishna will play his role and take me back up to God. No, this is not a passive. It has to be active, loving exchange. I hope you have understood the basic principles of this. It's a faith and you can say increasing how to increase. So we will discuss about how to increase it. Okay. So, thank you. Hare Krishna.